Quinton. I'm a professional youth mentor and I work all across the country, including Hertfordshire, Northampton, Essex, Milton Keynes and Oxford. A little bit of background about myself. I come from a background of event hosting. I use that platform to gain credence and credibility with youngsters across the country.
Hey, I live in a house that's yacht built. Every now and again I turn around, stand still, taking the garden, the greenery, and the street that I live in the scenery. Yo, it's a UK, I should have been a beat that paid me. And I've been here since 19, it's crazy. Allow me, I remember when Principal found me. I saw you move on the M1, the M32, M4 with the SM5, the gate, the test short. I guess the shit they make, they got bored at the systems that were rated top floor. Studio inside the high rise, banging out tracks to the twilight. Everybody wanted the line like back there, but hey, come on, let's have it right, mate. Wow.
Yes, champagne bubbly.
I think it's important to build trust and to have recognition, appreciation and praise at the heart of some of the courses that we deliver.
Okay, I think maybe very bright and then really tight, because wouldn't you say, you're more likely to say my heart feels really tight. So this is what you do when you're writing as well. You think, how would you actually say it in the real world? Okay, so I'm going to change it. It's a bit messy, but I'm going to keep really tight and I'm going to say very bright. Is everyone happy with that? Yeah. Okay? Best take. 1, 2, 3.
Today is the day we break our silence. Put the knife down and stop the violence. On every street we hear the sirens. Hear our voices we roar like lions. Lights are flashing very bright. Our hearts are feeling really tight. We were feeling traumatized at the sight. From the pain you caused us all last night. We see the drugs and needles on the streets. We hear the screams when gangs compete. Destroying our communities while we sleep. It can all end up with a corpse being 6 feet deep.
Hey, well done, well done.
I started a charity called Knife Crime Victim Support, and that came off of the back of releasing a poem called Knife Sentence. Knife Sentence resonated with lots of people, and I got so many messages from mothers who had lost sons, sadly, to knife crime, and to siblings who had lost brothers and sisters to knife crime. And I felt that I had to do something about it. I'm a victim of knife crime myself.
Instead, he's more than likely to be riding with thugs, and they're the ones in the community prescribing the drugs and driving those cars. And I wonder if, as a teenager, he's watching how the olders carry themselves in its learned behaviour. I wonder if by the age of 12 he never had a father, and why? At the age of 13 he had his first balaclava.
Knife Crime Victim Support has teamed up with lots of groups and lots of charities across the country. We also work with county councils and police forces as part of an initiative to educate youngsters through music. So we started a subsidiary of KCVS called Music Mentoring Arts and Poetry. Music Mentoring Arts and Poetry encourages youngsters to speak their truth, to be transparent, to express themselves and to get their thoughts and feelings on paper.
A rapper who's worked with artists like Stormzy and Wiley is helping to steer young people in Hertfordshire away from knife crime. Quinton Green, aka Champagne Bubbler, was on the periphery of gangs as a youth and has been stabbed 7 times. He set up Knife Crime Victim Support, which has joined Hertfordshire Police to create a music project for young people who are at risk of being exploited by criminals.
Looking at alternative provisions is a way forward. Early intervention and identifying where there may be problematic behaviour and addressing it pretty quickly and giving some of the youngsters something to aspire to. Since delivering courses as part of MMAP Workshop, we've been able to expand and have actually gained national recognition with support from the BBC, ITV and Channel 4.
What I did is I just immersed myself in the culture and the rich heritage of Northamptonshire. And so often I start poetry with a mind map and the words jump out at me. So I do lots of research and make sure that I don't stand to be corrected with some of the factual representation of the poem.
Did you learn something yourself about the county that you live in?
Honestly, I really did. If you were to put me on a quiz about Northamptonshire, I think I'd definitely come in with a strong first.
Now, To a rapper who has worked with the big names like Stormzy and Lethal Bizzle, but now Champagne Bubbler is mentoring youngsters to help combat knife crime. He's helping teenagers to stay out of trouble by taking up music. Helen Mulroy reports.
Tackling knife crime, not with stop and search, but with beats and lyrics. This is the aim of a new programme in Hertfordshire being fronted by the rapper Champagne Bubbler. Real name Quinton Green, he's worked with the likes of Stormzy and Wiley. But as a youngster, he himself was on the periphery of gang violence. He was even stabbed 7 times. Now he's using his life experience and music background to help those at risk of being exploited.
This is the first time we've run this project here in Hertfordshire, and we're now 3 weeks in. Week 1, when the young people turned up, it was very much eyes down, hoods up, very limited communication and quite a lot of violent lyrics. 3 weeks on, the group are relaxed, they're laughing, and what's really impressed me has been the peer support. They're really encouraging each other, they're learning to express themselves in a positive way, which Quinton has really helped them be able to achieve. And the talent amongst this group of young people has absolutely blown me away. I've watched them grow from week to week in terms of their confidence, managing their frustration when they don't get things right. And they've really, really done themselves proud. Each and every young person that has attended this course with us should be really proud of themselves, and I certainly know that we are really proud of them, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what the end result is going to be at the end of this 6 weeks. And beyond the 6 weeks, we will continue our ongoing support for these young people.
MMAP Workshops has since expanded, and our team now consists of videographers, music producers, photographers, dancers and other youth mentors that are qualified in understanding behaviour that challenges, equality and diversity, safeguarding and prevent. We understand that we're working with children from adverse childhood experiences and disaffected youngsters that may be vulnerable or at risk from exploitation from gangs.
So proud of all the boys that have come down and joined in the music course here with us at Watford, and they've all done fantastically well. Everybody showed up on day 1 with sort of hoods up and phones, but everyone has got to know each other. No one knew each other at the beginning. They've collaborated with each other, helping each other with different ideas and putting things forward, and just what they've created and what they've managed to achieve is just absolutely overwhelming, and we're so proud of all of them.
Coming from a youth worker background, I deal with a lot of young people, but these have all gelled together in the minimal amount of time that they've had. They've got the resources behind them, they've taken really well to it. When they're not actually in the limelight, they're sitting, they're talking, they're chatting. They've absolutely all been spot on, and I've got to admit I've only known them for 3 sessions now, and I'm actually proud of them. It's astounding what they've done.
Across all of our music modules, we encourage expression but discourage glorifying gang affiliation or glamorizing violence.
Well, I'm sipping a Bacardi, sit back chilling in the party, dressed down all in Versace, turning up with a Barbie. Well, I'm sipping a Bacardi, sit back chilling in the party, dressed down all in Versace, turning up with a Barbie.
And that's a concept that I came up with last year. We call it Clean Drill.
It's been really good. Young people have been coming in who are at risk. At workshops have been doing stuff with lyric writing, trying to get their songs to be more appropriate but still telling their truth. It's been really, really positive, using our studio at Youth Point, and yeah, it's been really cool.
My name is Ben Charbit. I work here in the YC Youth Connections. Now I've seen the young people go from being shy and putting their head down to actually communicating with other people in the group. The young people have been great. They've been opening up, they've been getting confidence, they've been talking louder in the mic. It really feels like a good group and family, and lots of people want to express their pain, and they're doing it so well. So I'm really happy to be a part of this project.
As a professional youth mentor, I feel it's important that the youngsters are involved in the change, that they're part of the change rather than being told to change. I encourage them to be a part of the journey, to help change their trajectory, to have pro-social activity, and using my life experience. I come from a disaffected background myself, so it's important that I use my life experience to be an example of that change.
Do you want to spend forever making up for mistakes? I know life is hard growing up on an estate and it's just you and your best mates because your parents might not be there. It feels like your caregivers don't care. It feels like life can be unfair. know you don't deserve all this. When the only adult you felt you could talk to was someone from the social services. It seems like you're forever walking on the streets until it's hurting your feet. I really know how you feel, because that person was me. Since COVID-19, we have migrated lots of what we do into an online platform, and we help and involve ourselves with charities and other organisations, help them with masterclasses using Zoom and Google Classrooms.
I bust the windows out your car, and no, it didn't mend my broken heart. I'll probably always have these ugly scars, but right now I don't care about that part. I know it hurt a little bit to think of how you feel when you're so real. I didn't know that I had that much strength, but I'm glad you see what happens when, and you see you can't just play with people's feelings. Tell them you love them and don't mean it. You'll probably say that it was juvenile, but I think that I deserve to smile.
We also invite artists to host masterclasses and to deliver courses that are specialised in their area of expertise.
Listen, your fight starts in training. Your fight starts when you're writing your music. Your fight starts when you're writing your lyrics down, not when you're on stage speaking them, because that's the winning bit. That's the bit where you enjoy it. The writing bit is the work. And this is the same for me. My work is on the outside of the ring, not on the inside, because I won that fight before I even got in the ring.
I'm rising and gliding, and they see me on the road shining, out till late night grinding.
Wow.
The street lights become blinding. I'll go deeper, never sliding. You might see me holding my trident.
Wow.
So much acid aside. They vote for me like I'm Biden. They said hi then.
I said Biden.
I don't need you. I'm surviving.
Oh.
You can't see me in this lighting. The pandemic is getting frightening.
Yeah.
You're funny.
Spell that. What? Sing. No more.
Just brought me down, and I can't fall into the
Ground.
But I chose to turn around.
No more. Hey.